Organized crime is not a new phenomenon. Since the days of Prohibition, gangsters and mafia families have been romanticized as the stuff of legend. The internet has completely altered the world of organized crime, just as it has transformed the way we access information, shop, interact with one another, and conduct business. Crime is no longer limited to traditional brick-and-mortar establishments. It now occurs entirely online. While the information and payouts criminals seek are different than in previous decades, these are still thugs and true criminals. They can now hide behind the anonymity and shield of the internet. Organized crime took some time to adapt to cybercrime. We suppose it was a generational issue, just as the internet and cutting-edge technology adoption are for the rest of society. Established crime bosses most likely avoided the internet in favor of the tried and true business model they'd used for decades. However, as younger criminals rose through the ranks to assume command, they saw the potential for massive crime with less risk of arrest or physical harm. It's also possible that online organized crime is organic, a logical evolution of internet crime as cybercriminals band together to pull resources. The truth is most likely somewhere in the middle, with grassroots cybercrime organizations and traditional mafia operators transforming to embrace the internet. Hello, and welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be showing you the Mafia's activity on the dark web. So stay locked in. Organized cybercrime's evolution. A mafia is typically defined as a hierarchically structured secret organization accused of smuggling, racketeering, narcotics trafficking, and other criminal activities. When you add intimidation and proof of power through enforcement, it reaches the levels we've seen on television and in movies. History serves as an excellent teacher of how organized crime develops and how criminals locate their desired assets. The internet has created a new playground for thieves in today's world. They've traded in explosives and guns for flaws and exploits. They have donned ski masks for internet anonymity and can resell valuable data in the web's dark and deep perils. Criminals have the same goal in mind, regardless of their method of thievery. Whatever its origins, there is a reason why crime naturally becomes organized to some degree. Criminals, like businesses, form supply chain relationships. A person who is good at stealing data is not always good at turning data into money. As a result, professional criminal networks form to handle the logistics, and hierarchies emerge. When mafia enforcers came across a business capable of defending itself and defying their demands, they would leave. They may use a defiant business as an example to make a point, but the mafia understood the value, effort, reward, risk profile of the businesses they were targeting. Web applications are the modern-day equivalent of the low-hanging fruit sought after by organized crime. It's natural for hackers to target the community's web application security areas, just as the mafia would send its members out into the community to find easy pickings businesses and milk them for all they could. Ransomware and many DDoS attacks are reminiscent of the protection money demanded by mafias in the past. When your personal information is at stake, you're much more willing to do whatever a hacker wants, even if it means paying a ransom to keep your secrets safe. Modern mafia's business model. Almost every traditional criminal market is now being influenced by the internet's disruptive power. The drug trade is shifting from the streets to the dark web. There are a variety of reasons why the legalization of certain drugs is a hotly debated political issue. The fact that police are struggling to keep up with the volume of drugs now circulating in Europe is rarely mentioned, but it is critical. In one sense, we should applaud the shift in criminal behavior away from violent coercion. However, as we become more reliant on network systems, the consequences of potential cybercrime and other forms of digital malfeasance grow exponentially. The internet's obsession with growth has left security far behind. We face enormous social and economic risks unless we make a fundamental shift in how we protect networked systems. As traditional organized crime and cybercrime merge, the structure of cybercriminal groups has taken on the hierarchies typically associated with their real-life counterparts. The days of the script kiddies, those mischievous 15-year-olds who infect your computer with viruses, are long gone. Cybercriminals now have a boss and a council who make decisions, a coding and malware department, a social engineering department, a finance department, and an army of foot soldiers who are in charge of money laundering. This transitional period taught both groups a lot. Europe's austerity policies have created a significant problem for governments and security policies. Except for the United States, Europe suffers from a shortage of cybersecurity professionals. Few people are willing to devote their lives to public services, such as law enforcement, when they can earn 5 to 10 times as much in the private sector. The future of policing will primarily be conducted online. But one thing is certain: criminals have a far better understanding of what the digital future has to offer. Today's businesses require access to their private security force. They must be able to identify, rate, and remediate website vulnerabilities to make it more difficult for hackers to extract valuable information for extortion or blackmail. In essence, if businesses make it too difficult for today's Mafia hackers to rob high-value websites, the hackers will go elsewhere. Let us know what you think about these recent cyber mafia crimes in the comments section below. Until next time, stay woke.